Good morning, class. Requesting everybody to please stand for a prayer. Liza, please read a prayer. Amen. So once again, good morning, everyone. Good morning, class. So how are you this morning? I hope you're doing good, and I hope you're fine despite of this pandemic. And don't forget to wear your mask and your face shield, and please do bring your alcohol. Please be safe. God bless everyone. So before anything else, can you please arrange your chair, row 1, row 2, 3, 4, 5, and please pick up some pieces of paper, everyone, please. Okay, so where is the secretary again? Yes, secretary, please do check the attendance, and after discussion, please give it to me, okay? Okay, thank you very much. So, are you ready to learn this morning? Are you excited? Yes, that's the spirit. So, before anything else, let me group first into group 5 groups. So this will be the group 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this time I prepared an activity. So the title of this activity is Guess Me. So as you can see, I have here an 5 envelope. So this envelope contains a picture. So all you have to do is to guess the setting and the characters. So are we clear? Do you have any question? So I'll give you at least 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Is that enough? Yes. Then after that, I need one volunteer each group to present your answer. Okay? Okay. So this is the group 1, group 2, and group 3. So timer starts now. Time's up. Can you please, let's start now to group 1. Please present your answer. Share your answer here in front. Okay, very good. That's nice. How about group 2? Yes, very good too. Group 3? Yes, that's amazing. Group 4? Nice one, group 4. Group 5? Yes, that's good, group 5. And I think all of you got the correct answer. And I'm so glad because you have already a little background about the picture inside of this envelope. So, I have a question here right now. So, do you have any idea what will be the possible topic that we're going to tackle this morning? Anyone from the group? About, yes, about story. Yes, you have the idea. About elements. Yes, about what kind of elements that? Yeah, so, okay, very good, genre. Elements of a short story or parts of a story. So, but before anything else, before I proceed to our topic this morning, so I'll prepared here also a classroom rules. So, let me present to you the classroom rules. So first, raise your hand to speak and wait for your turn. So if you want to answer or you have clarification about something or you want to give your opinion or any suggestion, please do raise your hand and wait to recognize you, okay? Okay, so for the second one, listen attentively. So this is one of the most important one of the most important classroom rules. Why? Because you need to listen attentively and carefully in order for you, if ever I'll try you a question, you can answer whatever question I'll try to you, okay? Okay, so for the third one, respect one another. Yes, we must respect each other because especially if there is someone who are talking in front or are talking there in or someone who is answering, please do listen and don't speak to your seatmate, okay? Okay, so for the fourth one is always do your best. So every time we'll have our activity, every time you're going to answer or to do something here in class, please do give your best, your very, very best. And for the last one, have fun. You know what, class? It is really wonderful if you are learning, and aside from learning, you're also having fun. That's really a great thing to do. So I hope you will follow this classroom rules. So this time, I also prepared an objectives. You know what? It is also a best thing if you have objectives because it is also one way, you know what, guide or somewhat aim of the class or the discussion this morning. So let me present to you my objectives. So at the end of the lesson, the student can, okay, group 1, please read, identify the main characters, setting, and the conflict of a story. Group 2 and 3, solve the conflict of a story through non-violent ways. Thank you, group 2 and 3. How about group 4 and 5? Simplify ideas in the conflict solving of a story. So is this objective attainable? Can we attain this objective, class? Yes, we can attain this objective through your cooperation. So this time, we will have again an activity. So the title of this activity is tracing. So I have here a movie picture. Yes, as you can see. So all you have to do is to trace the setting of this movie picture. And after that, you're going to make a plot at least 2 to 5 sentences. Then I think 5 minutes is enough. Is that enough? Yes, it's enough. So your timer starts now. Okay. Time's up. Yeah, so this time I need a volunteer to share his or her answer here in front. Yes, Beverly, please share. Yes, thank you very much. And your answer is correct. So the setting is in the Wonderland. So this time, let me give my plot here about this movie picture. So there is a 19-year-old named Alice returns to the magical world from her childhood adventure, where she reunites with her old friends and learns of her true destiny to end the Red Queen's reign of terror. So Alice and an apprentice choose an individual 19-year-old is betrothed to a Duans of English nobleman. So do you have any question about the activity that we done today, this time? So I think you already know this movie picture, or I think you have a little background with this. Yes, very good. So this time, let's have a story or a fable. So do you want to hear a fable? You want a story? Yes, very good. That's the spirit. So I have here a fable entitled The Ant and the Grasshopper. This time, let me here read you this story. So the grasshopper plays his fiddle and lines for the moment, while the industrious ant squealer any away massive amounts of food for the winter. With his song, he's able to convince at least one small ant until the queen arrives and scares him back to work. The queen warns the grasshopper of the trouble he'll be in the coming winter. The winter comes, and the grasshopper near starvation stumble across the ants who are having a full-on feast in their snug little tree. They took him in a warm they took him in and warmed him up. So the queen tells him only those who work can eat. So he must play for them. So this time let me test if you really listen to the fable entitled The Ant and the Grasshopper. So anyone from the group, what is the moral lesson of the fable? Yes, very good, Jonor. The moral lesson of the fable is the virtues of hard work and planning for the future. So very good. So this time we're not going to tackle first the character, or we'll not um, tackle first the character of this fable, the conflict, and even the setting. But this time, let me first introduce to you or give the definition of what is character, what is conflict, and setting. So this time, I've here the parts of story. So a story has 5 basic but important elements. These components are the characters, the setting, the plot, the conflict, and the resolution. So these essential elements keep the story running smoothly and allow the action to develop in a logical way that a reader can follow. So this time, let me give you the definition of character. So a character is a person or sometimes an animal who takes part in the action of a short or other literary work. So a character can be a person, can be an animal or other thing, even objects and settings can serve as a character within the story. So you know what? Well-developed characters can really drive a story for readers more so that than the actual plot actually. So if the readers loves your character, they're going to be more emotionally invested in your story and they're willing to read more and more about your story because they feel so comfortable and feels interested about your story. So let's go back to the fable, the ants and the grasshoppers. So who are the characters of the story? Yes, very good. And yes, very good. Grass and the queen. So the characters are the ant, grasshopper, and the queen. So do you have any question about the character? None. So very good. Let's proceed to the setting. Setting is the time and place that a story occurs. So the setting of a short story or any kind of story is that the time and place in which it happens. So, authors often use descriptions of long landscapes, scenery, building, seasons, or weather to provide a strong sense of setting. So, let's go back to the fable. So, where do you think the story takes place? Yes, very good. The story takes place on the forest floor, and even narrator said, on a beautiful summer day, a grasshopper sat and sung a sweet song. Sang a sweet song, di ba? So, do you have any question about the setting? Are we clear? Do you understand the setting? Are you sure? Okay, very good. So this time, let's proceed to the conflict. So conflict is any of the problems that occurs in a story. So the conflict is a struggle between two or things in a short story. So the main character is usually on one side of the central conflict. On the other side, the main character may struggle against another important characters, like against the force of nature, against the society, or even against something inside himself or herself, like feelings, emotion, and even illness. So this time, let's know the conflict of the fable of the ant and the grasshopper. So what do you think is the conflict? Yes, the conflict is that the ant had to work while the grasshopper had fun. So this is considered as the internal conflict. So this time, since you already answered the internal conflict, let's find out the external conflict. Okay? Okay. So, the external conflict is, yes, very good. Is that the grasshopper was asking for help, but the ant didn't help him, not even a little. So that is the external conflict. So this time we will not highlight the five um, um, elements of a short, but this time let's focus on the character, setting, and the conflict only. Are we clear? Okay. So do you have any question about this three? None? Okay, if not, so let's test this one. That if you really understand the discussion or the topic that we discussed earlier. So, I want you to get a one half sheet of paper, and I want you, since you already answered the conflict in the fable, I want you to solve the conflict in the fable. So at least 36 sentences, I think that's enough. I'll give you only 6 minutes. Is that enough? Yes, that's enough. So, then later on, pass your paper, okay? Your timer starts now. Time's up. So, please pass your paper. So, as I observed, most of you get the correct answer. No, no, no. That is your opinion. So, I think most of you really know how to solve the conflict in a story. So, this time, I'll give you, let's assess if you really learned today. So I'll have class 1 and class 2. So I have here a worksheet. So this worksheet contains a short fable. So all you have to do is, first, for the task 1, you need to list down all the characters and the setting of the fable. Task 2, you need to solve again the conflict of this story for at least 3 to 6 sentences. Forming a paragraph. I think that's enough. Okay, so I'll give you 6 minutes to do that. Timer starts now. Time's up. Okay, so kindly pass your worksheet. Okay, thank you very much. So do you have any question? Any clarification? Do you understand the topic? Okay, I think you really understand the topic. So for your assignment, I want you to make your own poem and underline the simile found in your poem. Are we clear? You can pass it tomorrow and put it in a one half sheet of paper. Okay? So I think that would be all, class. Goodbye, class. Okay, goodbye, class. Thank you.